Hey, Scorpion, how's it going? I'm just getting settled in here, so bear with me. It's going to be kind of just a chill day. I need to do some recording, and I'm working on my lore video some more. Slowly but surely getting this stupid thing done. So I figured I'd stream and hang out with people while I'm working on it. I haven't been too bad. It's been a crazy couple of months. Haven't really had much time to stream lately. But things are calming down a little bit now, so that's good. Game lore sends you for a loop. Yeah, there's so much to it. Get out of the corner. Do something. All right, so I need to record a little section here. I'm going to start here. Move down. All right, there's a bunch of them there. And then we're going to move to the left. Okay. So I'm going to start like this, and I'm going to move down and then left. Move down a little bit more. Okay. All right, so I'm going to move down like this. And then like, okay, cool. All right, let's record. I don't know if I like that. Let's try that again. There we go. I like that a lot better. Okay. Go over here and let's here first. Go to lore and go to new arrival. This is where I'm currently putting all my video files. We've got this one. So this one over here. We're gonna name this Malagaz Ruins 1. Alright. And let's see, this one's here. That's it. I'm going to slow this to about 50%. Yeah, that's fine. I'm going to lose most of it, but that's okay. Let's see. Devices. The other half is completely wrecked, and much of it is infested by the hive mother's larva. Okay. So... I don't think that's appropriate for completely wrecked. We'll use that for a different one. Do I have anything for hive mother? Doesn't look like it. What's this? Oh, that's also good footage. All right, I'm gonna remember that. All right, I need... Let's disable the camera. And turn the U back on. All right, I need to head out over here. Hello, Marmalade Knight. How are you today? Sorry I don't have my camera on. I'm doing a bunch of recording. So I have a lot of my overlays turned off. In fact, that reminds me I need to turn off my Twitch alerts. Sorry guys that are watching me on Twitch. I gotta turn those alerts off or you guys will inevitably do something cool that will pop up onto my screen at the worst time. All right. Yeah, I can just do that and that'll be good because that's tons of infestation right there. Perfect. All right, let's record this. Excellent. Just gonna pause that. I'm doing good. Can't complain. All right, so I need to find a wrecked area. So, haveling, ruins, and stuff in the clay caverns. I don't think that's wrecked enough. Maybe this bridge setup over here. We can take a look there. Let's also look over here and see what this stuff is. Just to the north. Look. Okay, that's cool, but that's not wrecked territory that I was hoping to see. Let's look over here. Yes, this is exactly what I wanted to see. Perfect. All right. Get myself off screen. Let's turn on the camera. Go over here. There we go. Me and your cuz started a hard mode server a few days ago and you forgot how much the desert at the beginning sucks. Yeah. Yeah, when you're brand new into the desert, oh man. I got really lucky in my I was doing I think it was my magic sword playthrough where I was playing with just the zealot scimitar as my weapon. I got really lucky and I crossed over into the desert of beginnings from whatever biome I'd crossed over to it from. And right there at the edge was the triple galaxite boulder scene. And I was able to just grab that and get all the galaxite without even entering the desert. It was really lucky break. Well, that's good. The other half is completely wrecked, and much of it is in infested by the hive mother's larva. Then, surrounding all of this is the Great Barrier Wall that the core erected to protect itself. All right, let's see. I gotta catch up in chat. All right, I'm doing a no caves or water world, so the only thing that spawns is scenes. All right, you would not believe how easy the desert becomes when there's no open... Yeah, that is very true. Let's see, your main character has 25k health from back before the nerf to Amber Larva, so you're not used to being squishy. Yeah, I know how you feel about that. It took me a lot of adjustment to get used to having a character with normal hit points when I had my old pre-nerf character for so long. Yeah, I know how you feel. Back then, Marmalade Night, one thing that was really good was what you could do was if your cooking was high enough, you cook 2 amber larvae together, and you'd get a food that would give you plus 100 hit points because it would just combine them at the time. Doesn't do that now. And because of the food skill perks, you get bonuses. So you'd end up not just getting one of those cooked foods with plus 100 health, you'd end up with like 4 of them. You might even end up with a rare one that gave a little bit more health. Hey, King. How's it going? Good to see you. Sorry, there's nothing popping up on the screen right now for the Twitch alerts. I just, I have those disabled on screen at the moment because I'm doing recordings. Sorry, one of my cats just popped into my chest. Hey, Shinman Alma, thank you so much for the Twitch follow. I appreciate it. Yeah, here, I'll turn the webcam on for a second. Sad of the internet, Aurora. Oh, thank you so much for the kind words, Shinman Alma. I really appreciate it. Then, surrounding all of this is the Great Barrier Wall that the core erected to protect itself. Outside the wall, the Kaelin Society Comfy? Cozy? Gotta have those ear scritches. You've been trying to get into making Core Keeper content. You don't even know where to start. I got into it because I was tired of saying the same thing over and over again in Discord. So I just started making videos so that I wouldn't have to repeat myself. I could just link the video. And then it actually like turned into something over time. We definitely need more content creators in Core Keeper. It's a pretty shallow, it's a pretty small pool right now, and I'd love to see it grow. Outside the wall, the Kaelin Society never recovered. The waters of the sunken sea are infested with giant aquatic worms, and travel between the islands is dangerous in the best of conditions. Okay. Do I have anything in here? I think I do have an Atlantean worm, but what else? I'm gonna keep the audio this time around. I want that Atlantean worm roar. And that's good with the millipedes roaming around with it. That's good. The waters of the sunken sea are infested with giant aquatic worms and travel between the I'm not a creator myself, but would love to offer ideas. Yeah, always. Ideas are fun. I know you're saying that's for Scorp, but maybe a Forever World series or one where you tinkered with the world settings like oceans or tunnels. Yeah, there's definitely not a lot of like challenge related stuff going on out there either right now, where you're like doing specific settings. I try to do those periodically myself, but not nearly as often as I'd like to. All right, I need... Let me just check to see if there's else I've already got. No, okay. All right. I'm gonna set the lighting back to normal. And let's see here. Oh man, I still haven't finished loading this. Okay. We're gonna do that real quick. Close the map. Let's open this. Actually, no, I don't need that. We're gonna go with no clip. And let's set reveal to large. All right, let's move. So one of the nice things about the one with the latest update is that it opened up the ability for mods to access the dev console. And with access to the dev console comes a huge time saver. for exploring worlds. Now, really what I just need to do is I need to make sure that I have loaded every single scene chunk. That's all I'm trying to do right now, is I'm just trying to run through and make sure that I'm actually ensuring that the entire 256 by 256 tile grid is actually loaded up. You know, 2,500 hours in this game. Still don't know why Malagaz stole the Mother's Eye. I have Mother's Eye, yeah. So, power. Basically, Malagaz was getting visions from the Corps Commander, and it was telling him to awaken the core, basically. And so that's what he was trying to do himself. So Malagaz tried to awaken the core, and the first thing he did was he tried to get the, well, it wasn't the first thing he did, but eventually he went after the Hive Mother himself and stole the heart from her chest. The reveal explored areas option in the dev console is amazing. Because once you've loaded the chunk, it reveals the rest. Saving you so much time. All right, now my whole map is revealed. Well, not my whole map. I haven't come up here and loaded. You do not get to eat my hummus. Oh, there it goes, actually. It is loading it up. Guess I did reveal those chunks. All right. Anyway. Oops. So I need to go to one of these ruins here and just explore it. That's literally all I have to do. Let's go to a ruins. The grubs definitely did eat a lot of the cavelings. That's for sure. Hey, Dark Master. Good to see you. Okay. Let's see here. Camera. Let's do that. Let's do that. Turn off the webcam. I wonder, hold on. Can I toggle camera speed? Yes. Let's see. It's 1. Okay, I like that. Slows it down a lot. Okay, let's try this again. Oh, I never stopped recording. Okay. Love how even the map can be used to creative effect. And that's because one scene in the reaches a caveling skull made of water shows up real nice on the map. Oh yeah. Is the cicada boss shrine always dead north, or did I just luck out in the first? You just lucked out in your first world. Like mine's right here. Half buried in a in a molten area too. I love the pixel art that people do. In fact, actually, hold up. Show you something fun. I made this a long time ago, back during early access. Big grub larva. Fun little pixel art. That took me several days to make. It's based off of a pixel art image that I found of someone that was like just making pixel art of core keeper stuff, core keeper creatures. So if we were to go over there, hold on, let me fix the camera. Ew, I fucked up my camera. Well, we'll fix that later. Oh yeah, I had to place down lots of cool different tiles. Just to see everything that it was. Without all the lighting getting in the way. Yeah, it looks like a big old mess when you look at everything that's placed down. But then you look at it on the map itself, and it actually turned out pretty good. Outside the wall, the Kaelin society never recovered. Itself. Outside the wall, the Kaelin society never recovered. The waters of the sunken sea are infested with giant aquatic worms. Okay, unfortunately, apparently that audio is me being a babbling idiot. That's gotta go. The waters of the sunken sea are infested with giant aquatic worms, and travel between the islands is dangerous in the best of conditions. Oh. There's the worm. Hi. It just rose out of the depths. Creepy. Creepy. All right. All right, I need to manufacture an area. The worm is here, so we're not going to do it here. Let's see. Give me... tentacles. Show you guys what I'm doing. This is the object ID JSON file, which basically tells you what everything in the game is and what its ID number is, or its corresponding ID number. Let's see here. I'm looking for tentacle. There it is, octopus tentacle. 3111. All right, so I'm spawning 3111 at approximately right next to me. Yes, it is. I just... What did you change? You changed the syntax. Oh, okay, I love it. I love how the example is exactly what it told me was not valid. Cute. All right. So that means it doesn't like the 3111. So instead we're going spawn. And what's the object name? Octopus tentacle. Okay. Spawn. I've just forgotten how to spell octopus. Octopus. Okay, well that makes sense. That's very simple, and I can't believe I forgot how to spell that. Octopus tentacle. Approximately one. I hate you. I just want to spawn Omeroth tentacles. That's all I'm trying to do. Three, one. Yeah. Okay, let's try this again. I've done this before. So... it's 3111. Let's see why it freaked out here again. It doesn't like that. So if it doesn't like that, let's get around it by saying All right, negative 754, negative 164. Let's write that down. Negative 764, negative, what did I say? 164? Yeah. Negative 164. Okay. Instead, negative 764, negative 164. Why is this being so difficult? All right, we'll just do the scene without it. It's not a room thing because I can spawn the tentacles separate from Omeroth itself. It's not an underscore. Damn thing's just being annoying. All right, let's go back to this. That's what I want. Okay. There we go. Now, I'm just going to come up here. I'm going to toggle the camera. Okay, actually, hold on. Turn on the UI again. All right. I was hoping there would just be a... Maybe there's a speed. We have... I'm pretty sure there's a way to adjust your speed multiplier. I think it affects the camera. That didn't do anything. Let's set it to 1. Let's see what happens. Nothing. All right, well, that doesn't affect anything, apparently. Oh, it's worth a try. All right. And my tentacles are gone. Apparently, they have a limited shelf life. You know, octopus tentacle as a single word may have been the issue. Yeah, I think you're right about that. Sunken sea, dangerous.
And travel between the islands is dangerous in the best of conditions.
Still pretty fast. Let's move this down to 20%. Let's see what happens.
Travel between the islands is dangerous in the best of conditions. 6 titans roam the caves.
Might be too slow.
Travel between the islands is dangerous in the best of conditions.
Yeah, that's good. I like that. Excuse me.
Six titans roam the caves, and massive slimes infest various regions.
Okay. That's gonna be a slapstick of very, very fast shit. Alright. Alright. Okay, I may need a different world temporarily. Yeah, because I don't have all my summoning. Oh, hi, Krydra. Oh, well, while I've got you here. Hold on. I thought there was a way to turn the player invisible. Thought I saw something like that at one point, but not a big deal. Do that. All right, that was all. I just needed 3 seconds of it, and 3 seconds is probably more than enough. Let's see. Hard drive quick. well, I've done some work to the core here. I forgot about this. All right, not a lot revealed at the moment. Which means I haven't done much in this world, which is good because that means the world is relatively fresh and undisturbed, which is kind of what I want. I need to get to all of my titans. Hey, Redria. Welcome, Raiders. Good to see you guys. Just doing some relaxing work here in Core Keeper. Ooh, this is a new scene. I haven't seen this scene before. Anyway, yeah, I was working on the lore video. I have a lore video that I've been working on very slowly over the last few years. And I'm just continuing to work on it a little bit. Alright, I need to find Azios's arena. Is it on the area that's revealed already? Doesn't look like it. So if you're new, if you're not familiar with who I am, my name's Dakon. I normally do a lot of YouTube videos. If you got a raid and run, I totally understand, but my primary stuff is Core Keeper. But we play other games too. See you, Scorpion. Thanks for coming, man. I appreciate you being here. Redria, your skin's green. And sorry, everybody, the Twitch alerts have been turned off on the screen right now because I'm doing a lot of actual recording, and I can't have those alerts popping up on me. Right now I'm just running around loading up some scenes, or loading up like chunks, scene chunks, so that I can reveal my map a little bit easier. Alright, see you, Red. Go ahead and reveal some of the map. Reveal explored areas. Alright, let's see if this gets us Azios's arena. There it is. Alright, there's Azios. Now where's Ivy? There's Ivy. Alright, so that's those two. Good. Now I need to go into the Sunken Sea. Yeah, let's go to the Sunken Sea, load up some chunks. We're looking for let's no clip to give myself a little extra speed. And what are we looking for? We're looking for Morpha, and we're looking for Omarov. What kind of snack did you get, Marmalade? I gotta know. Oh, here's Omarov. Field explored areas. And let's see. Yep, there's Morpha. All right, cool. So that's those two bosses. Now we're heading down into the desert. Small thing of peanut butter and a few pretzels. Yum. I've got a small container of hummus and some carrots that I've been munching on slowly. So if you guys suddenly hear random like crunching sounds, yeah. That's just me munching on some carrots. I also have a big bag of Doritos downstairs, which is what I really want to crack open, but I'm trying not to. All right. Real explored areas. Show me the money. There. Omeroth, or Rockar. Now we just need Igneous. And it doesn't look like I found anything molten related. So, all right. Igneous. Great. Now, give me a Druidra, the Wild Titan scanner. Why am I doing it like that? I have the creative menu. All right, let's see here. Give me Crydra, give me Pydra. I don't really need Crydra because I already got that one, but let's do it anyway. All right, I now know where all 6 Titans are. Let's go ahead and reveal explored areas again, just to open that up. There are my Titans. Great, now I can go ahead and record everything, and let's do this in order so I have less editing. Okay, this is too slow. There we go. There we go, there we go, there we go. Alright. Let's turn off. I'll toggle the camera. Two seconds of Azios. Oh, we'll go to 3. Hold on. All right, there we go. 3 seconds of Azios. Now I need... Oh, hold on one sec, guys. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that, guys. Got a call from my doctor. Everything's fine. I just apparently had 2 appointments scheduled very close to each other, and they're like, it seemed like you need both of them. I'm like, you are right. It's Omarov. Now let's go get Raw Car. I know 3 seconds is too long. I'm still going to have to cut all this down. Probably should only be giving them 1 second at most. But I'd rather cut down the footage than not have enough. What are you doing? I see. You're in the middle of a frickin' wall. Lovely. Right. I really should grab the teleport mod that lets me just click on a waypoint and teleport me around. That would save me a lot of time. Wait, where'd he go? It sure does look like he noped it, and suddenly he's right here. Okay, Kryja. Like, I don't even know why I'm bothering with you. I just don't want to cut in the recording I already did. Okay, Krydra. This is what's one nice thing is that I am giving them all 3 seconds so that when I do cut this down, all I really have to do is change the overall. Oh, he noped out also, that little son of a bitch. It's because I turned the world back on. Where'd you go, you little bastard? Nothing was found. Wait, what? Okay. Right by Igneous. That's super. Well, I mean, Igneous is off screen, so that actually works. I can handle that. Okay. Now we need Ivy. Hey, Smoking Mantis. True, Dakon is a true wizard. Yeah, I am. No, I'm just kidding. He's been playing together. Yeah, I've wanted to see lore video for a while, so you're really stoked to see what's coming up. Hey, I'm still working on it, slowly but surely. I am so sorry that it is taking this long, but probably going to be one of the best videos I'll ever make, so... I started this lore video shortly after 1.0 was launched, so it has been almost 2 years since I started making this video. If I worked on it every day with real diligence, I'd have been done a long time ago. It will be the best lore video out there, that is for sure. There is actually a lore video that is already out, but it doesn't go into the same kind of lore that I go into. It's more going into like lore descriptions of individual specific items, largely valuable items. And it's a decent lore video for what it is. It's just, it's not the world lore, you know? All right, that's it. That's all of them. I can stop recording that. Minimize this.
Six titans roam the caves, and massive slimes infest various regions. The mold infection.
All right, so this is where I'm going. So I have to target where my line is. And that looks like another 50%. So let's increase this 400 and let's see. Yeah, that puts it good enough. So now let's change this to 130. There we go. Even adjust the position. All right, let's see what this gets us.
Six titans roam the caves, and massive slimes infest various regions. The mold infection continues.
I mean, it's a little wonky, but it's a little like, ooh, look at me, I'm hopping up like I'm on crack. But it's 6 seconds. Who cares? Love
The mold
trees.
infection
When you use
continues
them in
to
conjunction
spread
with like
throughout.
too much talking.
Mold infection continues to spread throughout the wilderness. The terraforming project remains largely stalled. What little energy it has.
Okay.
What little energy it has goes toward preventing the Urslime from undoing everything the aliens had done.
Ooh. That's not good. That's 3 levels. Okay, all right. I didn't destroy anything. Ooh, I was worried I had like overwritten a visual section over here, but I had not. So
what little energy it has goes toward preventing the Urschleim from undoing everything the aliens had done. Toward preventing the Urschleim from undoing everything the aliens had done. Oh yes, that primordial slime has grown massive in the hundreds of millions of years it had to evolve. And it has turned an entire section of land known as the Passage into a unique ecosystem, but still an ecosystem that belongs to this world. It is.
hey Helios, yeah, I am. I'm doing some behind the scenes work. Basically, I'm just working on my lore video, and I figured that while I worked on it, I'd hang out with you guys, chat a little bit, and mess around. Sorry, I've been duplicating the game audio this entire stream.
But still an ecosystem that belongs to this world. It is designed to combat the alien incursion, to fight and terraform the Earth back, to undo what they are doing. At the moment, the Urschleim and the Commander appear to be at a stalemate. And that is where I...
Okay. Let's pull up this passage one again. All that. It does say Core Keeper, yeah. I am playing Core Keeper right now. I do have Core Keeper open.
To undo what they are doing. At the moment, the Urschleim and the Urschleim and the commander appear to be at a stalemate.
Which echo map highlights the location of the Three Kings chests in the Desert of Beginnings? Pretty sure it's a Fate, but it's been a while. I don't remember off the top of my head, but let me take a quick look. Let's see here. Let me just do this instead. Let me pull up. Go to my 1.0 videos, 1.2 videos, echo maps, map doc. Okay, let's see here. What are we looking for again? We are looking for Fate's echo map, maybe? Let's see. Igneous. It is the sacred. Yeah, the sacred echo map. Why is there a gap right there? That always worries me when I see a gap in my dialogue. I'm like, oh god, what did I delete? And how long ago did I do it so I can't fucking undo it?
And that is where I come into the story. At some point, one of the cores that the cavelings had built got shifted to the surface. I am uncertain as to how, but I was on an expedition, the one inside the the one inside the ruined capital city.
Wait, something's fucked up.
When I stumbled upon the core, I touched what I now know is a recall idol and was transported directly to the only other working core in the network, the one inside the ruined.
All right, here we go. Don't know how that audio all got deleted. Oh.
The one inside the ruined capital city. I touched what I now know is a recall idol.
Right, it got moved.
And was transported directly to the only other working core in the network.
Interesting. All right. Wait, hold on.
I didn't know what had happened, where I was, or what was going on. But I quickly learned.
Okay, yeah.
I didn't hide the ruined capital city. I didn't know what had happened, where I was, or... I was on an
All right. All right. All right. Let's save. Now, let's go. Get away from the boss so I don't do anything stupid. Okay. Now we need to record the intro. Because we're going to use a section of this intro. And we're going to use me appearing. And we're going to record all that. Oh, crap. Well, I can't use this footage. All right. Now that the lighting's fixed, let's do that again. Perfect. Hate the fact that I had that big pop-up there, but I can work around it. Work around that pop-up.
expedition when I stumbled upon the core. I touched what I now know is a recall idol and was transported directly to the only other working core in the network, the one inside the ruined capital city. I didn't know what had happened, where I was, or what was going on, but I quickly learned that I was...
Okay. Take care, Marmalade. Thank you for joining me. I really appreciate it.
But I was on an expedition when I stumbled upon the core. I touched...
Okay.
I touched what I now... and was transported directly to the only other working core in the network, the one inside the ruined capital city.
Hey, Sawyer. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. All right, now we just need to make it fit. Let's see here.
I touched what I now know is a recall idol, and was transported directly to the only other working core in the network.
Yeah, I am working on a lore video. I've been slowly working on this video for almost 2 years now. And I actually get the most work done when I get onto a stream and I just like work on it with you guys. Because otherwise I might work on it for like 20 minutes and then I stop and I don't touch it again for 2 months. But when I sit here on a stream with you guys, I get in at least a good 3 or 4 hours minimum of just solid working on it. And it really helps push it forward.
The one inside the ruined capital city. I didn't know what had happened. Ruined capital city. I didn't know what had happened, where I was, or what was going on. But I quickly learned that I was trapped, and that if I had any chance, I was, or what was going on. But I quickly learned that I was.
Okay. It's a little slow. Did you hear the core is evil and using the keeper to commit genocide against the cavelings? Wait, where did you hear that?
Only other working core in the network, the one inside the ruined capital city. I didn't know what had happened, where I was, or what was going on. But I quickly.
The core itself is not actually evil. However, the core is under the control of the commander, and the command basically does whatever the commander tells it to do until you free it from the commander's grasp after you kill the core commander. Oops, I did not mean to open up Photoshop. Oh well. I did. Yep. Once you wake it up, the eyes follow you. Oh, I have a trap at the core already. Oh, hold on. Yeah, I'm not using that one. Yeah, I know. You need me to locate media that I just moved. I will show you where it is. There. You cannot freak out anymore, Adobe. Okay.
But I quickly learned that I was trapped, and that if I had any chance of escaping, I needed to awaken the core. At the time, I had no idea about the commander lurking in the core's consciousness, nor any of the rest of the history I have just retold. I only knew I was lost and wanted to get home. I defeated the two guardians, Glurch and Gorm.
Okay. Oof. It's amazing how, like, this chapter, this whole section, like everything I've been doing here, how long have I been streaming? Hold on, let's close this. How long have I been streaming? I've been streaming for 2 hours now, right? And I have managed to basically put in all the footage here. And that's a whole 3 minutes worth of this video. It's taken me 2 hours to do 3 minutes worth of this video. Like, I really wanted to get this whole section done today, but I don't think I'm going to. I really don't think I'm going to. Because now I need to record. I need to record, like, me killing bosses. I need to record basically my progression through this entire thing here. So that's what this next, like, 3 minutes of exposition is, just my character pushing through the game and basically getting through all the accomplishments and the stuff that the player does. Yeah, this is a 47 long or 45 minute long video so far. Or so far in total. I did all the audio already, and I've already edited the audio and prepped it all. So yeah, this video is 45 minutes long, and I have essentially completed the first 19 minutes of it. All of this is pretty much done. I think I have, like, a little section in here I need to do still. But other than that, this whole area is what do I have to do in here?
Family weak. He gathered unto him a coven of traitors among the uncouth, the callous, and the unclean, and he lay with them, a cowardly plot to bring low the royal line of our kingdom. They bribed guards and distracted servants to ensure solitude. Then, during the quiet hour, struck low our king, queen, and prince. They thought we would see them as saviors. They thought we would be joyful for their actions. They thought wrong. In a wave of rage, the people poured forth and chased the prophet and his traitors from our lands. May they die in darkness. But now we have no king, and our prophet was our betrayer. What will we do now? What if Sahabar was right?
It took me some time to track down what happened to Sahabar and his cultists. Deep in the deserts, I found...
Okay. Yeah, I've got to do I definitely don't have any footage prep for that. That's something I'm going to need to do a lot of work toward, and I'm going to need to get a group of people together. You guys are hearing the audio that's playing from this, right? I'm not like sitting here playing audio and you guys are just staring at darkness, not hearing anything that's actually being said. Sawyer, do you think that Bleedra had a redesign at some point since Achievement looks specifically different than its actual appearance? I think, yeah, that's definitely possible. Thank you so much for the 10 bits. I really appreciate it, man. Thank you. But yeah, I definitely do think Bleedra had a bit of a visual redesign at some point. I like the current design of Bleedra personally. Yeah, so anyway, 20 minutes completely done, and then I've got another 3 minutes here that's completely done. And when I say completely done, I mean done with putting the visuals in and getting, the scenes essentially put together. Because once I'm done doing all these clips and making sure that, visually it all flows, then I have to do a VFX pass. And with that pass, I'm going through and I'm making sure that, if I want a scene to move or change at all, it's there. If I need to add any special effects to it, any kind of overlays or any weirdness to that I do, if I need to add any sound effects, stuff like that, I can add all of that. Then I'm going to do a music pass, because not all my videos get music these days, but this one is. And normally when I do a music pass, I have this giant single file that is every Core Keeper song in just one audio track. And I normally just drop that in and cut it at the end, and I don't even bother doing any curating of the music. But this time I am. I'm gonna have the music come in and out with what's appropriate for the, the mood and stuff like that. And I am not an audio person, so I expect that that's gonna be the hardest part for me. Not the most time consuming, just the hardest part. Getting in all these visual clips, that's the most time consuming part. Because there's still a good 20 minutes, and I know I have to record a lot of shit still in the middle of all of this. So, but one thing, we're going to switch over. We're still going to be working on the lore video here, but I am going to do a little bit of switching. I'm going to open up a sprite. And let's see. Let's open up Steam. Give me 100 by 100, just so I have room. And I'm going to close Premiere for right now. Since when am I bald? That's what I thought. Sorry, I'm still learning how to use this program, and if this was Adobe, I would know exactly what to do, but I'm trying to make this layer not a background layer anymore. New layer. Then I'll believe that. Second. There it is. Convert to layer. I knew I was missing something. All right. Now, if I hit this, that's what I expected to see. I didn't expect black. When I hit an erase on the eraser tool and I got black, I was just like, something's wrong. I honestly can't tell where my feet are. Like, is any of this my feet? I honestly don't know. It's all just a fucking blur. I don't think any of it is. I think it's all shadow. Maybe like a couple little bits. I don't know. It's hard to tell. But I don't think any of it is. What I am working on, just so that everyone knows, is I am making an animation. I fucked up. The problem when this shit blurs together. Sometimes it's hard to tell exactly where the tiles end. Great. So now I need a new layer. There. And let's see here. Shit. You made a mistake fighting Gorm near an ore boulder. He ran over it and completely erased it. Yeah, Gorm will do that. However, if you do the same thing with the Atlantean worm will destroy the boulder, but the ore will still be there, and it'll instantly drop all 1,800 ore. Fun way to quickly clear out a boulder in the sunken sea. Suppose I could turn my webcam on right now. No reason for me not to. I'm not recording anything right now. Hi guys, how you doing? Hi, Aurora. What's up, kitten? That was not what I just did. And I've got a totally different shade. Look at that. Look at that. It's a totally different color. Ugh. I hate it. Okay. You're very distracting. I love you, but you're very distracting. And I'm doing stuff I'm not good at. When I get distracted, I get put in a bad mood. Don't want to be mad at you because you're just being very cute. But you are kind of pissing me off. All right, I'm just going to get rid of that. I'm not saving it. This shouldn't be changing. Look at this. Look at this. Every time I click somewhere different, it's a completely different black. It really shouldn't be doing that. Trying to remind myself how I did this last time. No. Did I do the animation in Photo in Premiere? I must have, but I... I made this animation a while back. And I don't remember how I did it. So that's fun. I don't really know what I'm doing when I'm clicking these little buttons here. Don't really know what that does. I don't know if you guys can see this because her hair is blonde, so it just disappears. I don't know if any of this is showing up on the camera, but every time Aurora gets into my lap, that's just... Look at this. It's just fur everywhere. Fucking everywhere. And I brush her every day. All right, I'll be right back, guys. I've been talking with my mic off for the last few minutes. I'm sorry. I'm just bitching. All I'm doing is bitching. Because this animation's already supposed to be working and it's not. Even with just 2 frames. Even with just 2 frames, there should be a difference, and there isn't. And based on everything I'm reading on how A-Sprite animation works, it should be working. It's not. What's happening is I'm getting both layers in both frames, and I don't want both layers in both frames. I want one layer in one frame, one layer in the other frame, and I cannot make that not happen for some reason. So, kind of annoyed. Holly Bloody Luya. Figured it out finally. That's not in the instructions, by the way. It does not tell you how to do that. Nothing annoys me more than instructions that are incomplete. Oh, no, no. No! Okay, hold on. Maybe this is user error. Maybe this is user error. Okay, this is just user error. Okay, just user error. Cool. I'm good with that. That's what I want to see. I want to see that flickering on and off. Perfect. Okay. So now... delete that. Duplicate. Two. I see the guy on Discord has been trying to do a build on the Embertail and Hydras are each taking like 30 minutes. Yeah, he's been doing a pet only build where he's not actually fighting at all. He's just letting his pet do all the combat. And that's hard to do. I did a build like that, and I'll admit it started falling apart at around mid game, and he's reached late game with it because once you reach mid game, the bosses just do too much damage and your pet just doesn't do enough, and the fights just take forever. Case in point, 30 minutes to do a Hydra boss that should only take 30 seconds. Okay. to call this holding hat. Throwing hat 1. Hat 1. Throwing 2. Okay. You're wondering if how he'll achieve the Pydra one. I'm curious about that too. I think they should buff the Warden armor and make pets get summon boost. I think they definitely should do something for pets that they haven't done yet. Hopefully there'll be something good. Okay, let me see here. I'm easily distracted, by the way, and another one of my cats is distracting me. Okay. One of the things that I remember from an Sprite tutorial I watched when I first started doing this thing is that apparently one thing you can do is make certain frames turn into background frames so they're like transparent and you can see them. So it's like you can see what's going on behind even though you can't edit it or do anything to it. And I'm trying to figure out how to do that because I want to see the hat. I want to see the hat in frame 1, but I don't want to see the hat at this, you know what I mean? I need to see where it is because I'm making changes that are affecting this fucking hat directly. So I need to know exactly where it is. So I need it to be transparent and visible. And I don't fucking remember how to do that. And there's also absolutely no way I am watching videos about this right now. There's no fucking way. I'm not watching videos while I'm on the middle of a stream. I absolutely refuse. So if this isn't something that is like written down in a step-by-step instruction, then I'm not going to be able to find the information. we go. That's what I wanted to see. Not seeing it very well. I wish it was a little bit better. Apparently it's called onion skin. But it's better than nothing. I'll take it. So I always auto hide my taskbar. Just something I've always done my entire life. I despise taskbars that don't auto hide. And but sometimes lately, these last like 6 months or so, certain programs have been suddenly taking priority in a sense that, like, if I need to access my taskbar, I hit the Windows key on my keyboard and it pops up my start bar. My taskbar pops up. But things like, for example, Steam. If I have Steam open and it's maximized and I push the Windows key, nothing happens because Steam is overriding it and saying, no, fuck you. You're not going to access that while I'm maximized because I have priority at all times. So I have to close Steam in order to access that. But it's not just Steam that does it. There's other programs that do it too, and I don't fully know all. I think Asebright might be one of them. And it just drives me crazy.
One thing that does kind of suck about pixels when it's this undetailed and the item is this small is that it is a little hard to represent a circle. I mean, it's not impossible, it's just harder.
Oof, that's ugly as shit. All right. I didn't do a good job. Not liking this. Oh my God. Wow. Hold. Can I just move my hand in a straight line, please? Apparently not. Apparently not. Oh, fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. No straight lines allowed. Nope. And it's like you let go for a split second and the whole thing fucks up. Sometimes I wish I had a massive mouse pad, but this is as big as my mouse pad is. This is as big as my mouse is. So if I can't do the whole thing in this little tiny space, then it ain't fucking happening. No, holding down shift does not make it force it to a straight line. It'll be just faster if I just fucking recreate it. At this point, it'll just be faster. Because I'm not going to be able to copy paste this thing. I'm gonna try one more time. One more time, I'm going to try to lasso this fucker. Wow, that is a big ol' mess. It's a big ol' mess. Be great if that outline would go away. That would really stop annoying me. If that outline would just go the fuck away. But, Christ. Unnecessary step to make that go away. All right, let's see if we can clean this stupid thing up a little bit. What's up, sweetie? Not dinner.
I have no idea if there's going to be a content. I mean, I know there will be a content update, but the near future, no clue. Well, I hope we don't have to wait that long before another major update, but yeah, there'll probably be a little bit of time before the next big one. We got 2 big updates in the last 2 years, so, you know, 1 big update a year isn't that bad. It's
I believe I said it in one of my more recent review videos where I talked about how I don't mind waiting a long time for a major update if you're also providing little updates regularly. Why? I deleted... Oh my god, I am going to murder someone. This is bullshit. I deleted all of that. I deleted it all. Why does it paste in after I've deleted it all? Why? That makes no fucking sense. None. See? Here's the image. It's been deleted. Gone. Why does it appear when I copy paste? Shouldn't. Not how copy paste works. the bullshit. All the stupid, stupid bullshit. Copy paste shouldn't be this hard. It's fucking copy paste. I've got the item. It's selected. Why? It is selected. I'm literally clicking on it. Does not make any fucking sense. I am not lassoing this thing again. I fucking hate the lasso tool so much. It is one of the worst inventions I think was ever made in this whole goddamn editing software. Fucking hate the lasso tool. I don't want to use it. Ugh. What if I just do this? There we go. All right. I think that is exactly what I wanted to do. Have the hat flip out and land on my head. Plop, plop, plop. All right. And then let's do a second frame. Let's just with it on my head. Yeah, that's better. And then I can just superimpose that over myself and be like, whoa, flipping it. And then let's also do a new frame here. Yeah, there we go. That way it sits at the before and the after a little longer. I like that. All right, there it is. There's my little animation. It's not perfect, but you know what? It'll do. It will do. I'm definitely going to be using this in the lore video at some point, and I'll probably use it in other videos just as a fun little animation for myself. All right, guys, I need a break. So I think at this point I'm going to go ahead and stop for the day. And I feel like I've come a oh, I've closed Premiere. All right. Well, the lore video's coming along. You know, I got another like 3 minutes of it done. So there's that. I got that animation done. So that'll be helpful. I'm sure I'll use that at some point. Yeah, as frustrating as it was to figure out certain things once I got them figured out. Thank you guys, Kitsune, everyone, for your advice on helping me through it. I do appreciate that. While I may be grumpy and bitchy during that, that's kind of just my process as I'm working through it. I'm a complainer, not a quitter. So, thank you guys for joining me today. I am trying, we'll see if my mental state allows me to do it. But you know how ADHD and depression works. I'm sure many of you do. But my goal is to work on the lore video and stream the lore video every day this week. I tried to do it yesterday, and obviously it didn't happen. But I got it done today. So I'm going to try to come back tomorrow. We're going to do this again for a few hours. Hopefully we're going to do it again Thursday and Friday. I want to do some push through some of this. So there will undoubtedly reach a point over the week where I may need people to help with some scenes. So if you are interested, I've had people help me in the past. But if that's something you're interested in, be sure to join me for the stream. And if I end up needing some people, I'll let you guys know. And we'll see if we can hop into a game. I'll show you how to set it up so that you can make yourself look like a caveling. And we can record some scenes and see what we can do. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. If you're on Twitch, I'm going to go ahead and raid someone. So let's see who we've got to raid. Let's check. Gizmo. Yeah, we'll do Gizmo. I like Gizmo. What's Gizmo doing right now? Gizmo's playing Split Fiction. Oh, that game is fun. I want to play that game so bad. I need someone to play it with. Anyway, let's go raid Gizmo. And you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay crazy, everybody.